Then I'm gonna have my people also check for a spot. That way,
Right.
then we should be good to go on a date and time.
Yep, just like I said, let me know. And I got one of the girls actually just pulled up that I usually roll with, and a handful of other girls that I roll with. So I'm pretty sure, given a good time, time frame, because we all are. Some of us are moms too, you know. So just given that time frame, we can all ride out, have a nice little ride out to Tampa. That'll be a nice one. Probably like stay out there, do a little something.
That's what. So my partner Shane said the same thing. He also wants to do a ride out, which I think would be a good idea.
I don't know. No one else is doing it. Sorry about that.
Oh,
They're
good.
asking where everyone. They're asking where everyone else was. I was like, I'm over here. Yeah. So
They ready to get. They ready to get started.
some of us are ready to get out and then be out there and have fun and be outside.
It's a good day for it too. It's not as hot today as it normally was a
No,
few days
yeah,
ago.
no, literally. Yeah.
I know that the people know that we're live, so I'm just gonna get us started. That way, I don't take up too much of your time.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay, so for everybody that's coming to the podcast, that's coming to check out the story, coming to be a part of it, I thank you for the support. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna give the floor to our guest. Let us tell us about who she is and where she's from, and then we'll get started.
I go by Millie. I'm originally from New York, but was raised out in Miami, Broward County out there. But now currently reside in Orlando, Central Florida, around here, on the east side, mainly. So yeah, that's where you guys can find me. I also go by the Widow, or Pluto Fitness on Instagram and things like that. I'm part of the Duras, which is a car group that's been around here for about 5 years. Or the Duros. Originally, it was the Duros first, and then Duras came shortly right after. So we've been around for about 5, 6 years. So coming up, I come to my year with the crew in January. So I'm excited. So it's been, yeah, it's been nothing but amazing things. Like I said, it's been great.
So I'm gonna touch back on the 5 years, but before we get into that, I want you to
Yeah.
take us back to the beginning. Um, what was it like? What was it like down south in the car scene?
Down car scene down south in the early 2000s, kind of giving my age away a little bit, was very, very different. It's very similar what we got going on now, with the shows, things, but we had a lot. We did a lot more racing. I'm a racer. That's what I did. I loved the race. I actually drove a dropped Ford Focus, 2004.
Okay.
It was called, I had it called Zero. It was white with black rims, all black. I had the black interior, everything. That's just me. I had it was stock. I didn't do anything too crazy to it just because I already have cut spray. Yeah, I did some other stuff to it, and yeah, everyone knows it's money for that one. And swap out the motors, and I'm just like, we'll
Hmm.
push her what we got. But I was able to touch some of my other boys that with the Hondas, the SIs, things like that. So that's another one of my favorite is a Honda SI. So yeah, 100%.
Can't like you can't sleep on Honda, especially in the racing scene. You can't.
No,
can't.
you can't. Like my current car right now is a Honda HRV. It is a mom car, but she's a sport. She takes off. I can push her to about 120 right now. Stock engine. It's funny. One meet that I decided I just wanted to kind of show off a little bit, and some of the guys were like, "What's that?" I was like, "Stock engine. I don't got nothing special. It's a stock engine. I don't." So they're excited. They're kind of standoffish about that, but it was funny. But this is leased, so I do plan on the next round grabbing either an SI or Type R. So we'll see what happens with that in the next year and a half. So, and that will be the
Probably
Widow
be
2.0.
nice.
Mm-hmm. So we're
Car would be
gonna.
nice to real.
I know it is because I really like the SIs, but like I've talked to a bunch of people with that style of body of car, the newer style. I'm not too keen on it. I actually am very keen on the Type R body styles, the little bit more narrow looking, compact. I feel like the SIs will look a little bit more bulky for some weird reason. I don't like, they're starting to look more closer to a Civic than an SI. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like there's no difference for me realistically. It's sometimes like if you look at them at the front end, sometimes with the newer models, obviously older gens, the ninth, the eighth, obviously those are the premium, like those are the cream of the crop. Those are the ones you want to have of the SIs, but yeah. Mhm.
So I want to touch back. Give us a little Give us a then and now. So take us back to how it was in the 2000s in the being the car scene to how it is now being in the car scene.
Mhm. Then and now, like I said, it's very different but very similar at the same time. Obviously, just things change with the time, the ages, the crews, the people, all everything just changes as it goes with time. But the car scene here, I left the car scene over there due to one of my boys having a horrible car accident, things of that sort. And I wanted a fresh start. And I didn't get back into the car scene here recently until, like I said, it's going about a year now on that with the car scene and things like that. That I've gotten started to get back into it, my love, and really getting back, like I said, and when the community giving back to me. Give me 1 minute, sorry. Mhm.
That's fine.
Where we go? I'm waiting for them to call me and let me know what we're doing. That's why I'm just waiting here. So I'm not Juju or whoever. No, no, tell me no. Yeah, yeah, no. Mm. Mhm. Well, it's supposed to, yeah. That's what you usually say, yeah. Yeah. I'm just here waiting. Yeah. Mhm. It starts now. Mhm. Yes. But give me a minute. I got you. I'm gonna finish up. Sorry about that. Everyone's trying to figure out how and who's coming for the meet. I apologize. Um, but what was I?
All
Sorry.
good.
The community now, being back in it, what is given back to me now is a sense of family. Like wholeheartedly, like people that I'm part of the Duro El Duras with have been nothing but 100% family for me. I've gone through some crazy stuff in my personal life, and majority of them all been there. And I haven't asked for anything better. Even like I hate saying it this way, like I can be quiet, and my president, I can have a bad day, and no one would know. He'll hit me up and be like, "You okay?" And I'm like, I, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Okay. Like that's the sense of for me for family. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
someone knows, like, and then it means a lot to me, everything to be honest with you. It's coming from people, again, the back then you have people who've betrayed you. It's in every type of crew, no matter where, if you're in
It
the
is.
car scene and anime scene, because I'm also an anime head. Any type of, things of that scene, you're gonna have your ins and outs and in betweens and XYZs, so but the Orlando car scene has given me back family, has given me back sense of confidence, has given me back a sense of me. My uncle is the forefront of all of this. Realistically, he's a Marine. He was stationed in Japan, so we all know with the great Mustangs and everything else, and Hondas and all the races happen over there because my uncle actually bought a when he was over there overseas stationed there a 94 Cobra right hand stick shift. Yeah, yeah. So I fell in love with that, like to the T. Like that was like my love. And he would take me to the races. He would take me, even to the air shows. Anything like having to do with any type of military or racing, I was with him, and it just fueled all my love for all of that, and it just, and then, the competitive bug is like in me already just from the little kid, because it's just like, oh, you can't do that. Like, what do you mean I can't do that? Oh, I can do that. Like, I'm gonna push the envelope. So the competitive bug has always been there for me. So like even now, like some of the people in the crew, like they don't think, like obviously, like I said, I have a mom car. I haven't dropped her just yet, things like that, because she's the least. Like I said, I got some little bugs I gotta fix between before I can get to the bigger picture that I really want, which is a nice, low, beautiful, fast car. Obviously, it's gonna be a Honda, but we gotta work around some things. But it's funny when I have to drive here and we're driving to a meet, we're driving somewhere, and I'm booking it with everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh, okay, she can, yeah, yeah, I can take off." Like yeah, I call myself the widow for a reason, and it's so funny because everyone likes to make jokes about it. And they're like, because I am newly divorced and things like that. Again, showing my age. So it just kind of just throws to the little trick of the of the trade, But overall, like being in the car scene here in Orlando is badass. Like I love it. The girls, as you call her, be talking to one of them. Just it's just a sense of, again, it's all family. It's what we do. That's what it is for me.
So I guess now it's a good time to bring it up. The sense of family you keep talking about is truly what most people don't get to really like experience in the car scene at all. Especially like if you join a certain car group, you don't get to experience that because that car group isn't built
Correct.
off that.
Hmm.
So I love that like you have that experience. And going forward, I just got into the scene in Orlando.
Well,
When I got started, I started with my own car group, but up in Jacksonville.
okay.
Now I can't lie. At first, Jacksonville was popping. Like Jacksonville has some really good car meets,
I've seen some
but
flyers. Yeah.
I will say Orlando is different. Orlando is different,
As
and
I said, there's a very difference. Like it's hard to kind of explain, but it's a good different.
mhm,
It's a very good
it
different.
it is. It is a good difference. It's no, in my opinion, it's no diverse. Um, I see
Very.
more people getting along than going at each other's throats. And what we're building here is like a team to basically like just the same thing you just said, the family aspect of it. That's what we're trying to build through the podcast. So like I'm starting. We're starting. I can't say I. We're starting a car group. But the car group is not meant to interfere with like your actual car group.
Yeah.
It's meant to be like a nationwide car group. That way, like, if people do want to join in or join a car group, like we can all come together groups. Like if you already in a group, your group can come out, or we could just host like a really big car meet, like and just network and collab together. That's what we're starting. I briefly told you about it. We also starting a Women's Wednesday to give more females in the car scene more empowerment, where they feel like they deserve to be here. They want to be here. We can get them involved more. And for those who don't know, we're actually doing our first collab with an all girls group down in Tampa. So look out for that too. That should be in August. We worked out the kinks now. We're
Sorry.
trying to find a spot. So if you do know a good spot up in Tampa, let me know. Then I can let them know. But I do have some friends down there that can possibly let me know of a good spot to host the
That's
first meet
awesome.
at.
Oh yeah.
And you brought it up earlier. Do like a drive out. If we can meet somewhere, because I'm coming from Daytona, but I have people in Orlando. And if I could just meet y'all somewhere and we all just ride out to the meet, that legendary. That would
Yeah,
be dope.
that's usually what I've experienced. So I've already experienced like a Bucky's ride out where everyone's met up at like an AutoZone or something, and we all just ride out, and it's just random people, like not even, and it's all different types of people from different crews, and that's again another reason why I loved it. And the same thing, like a couple other crews have done that also. They're like they'll blast out, yo, we're just having a random ride out, whoever, and obviously this is the rules. Don't no craziness, no da 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 da. We're here to, because again, we don't want to like, eyes on us, things of that sort. Just cruising out, riding out. Once we get
Hmm.
there, everyone will take photos, but do what we need to do, yada yada. But and that's what I love, like and that's the again, family, the structure, things of that sort. There you go. It's a structure at the end of the day. It's,
it,
what it is.
and that's what we're working on building. That's what we're working on putting together now. But before I get too far left with that, I want to touch back on your uncle because you said he was at the forefront of getting you in the car seat. Kind of take us back to like the first memory you have with him, like getting
My
you into the scene.
my first, wow. Again, gonna show my age. I was 5 years old, so again, his car was no more than a year old at that time.
Okay.
He had
Brand new,
taken
brand up.
me down. My mom and dad, everyone, I'm kind of ready, started looking to move down south to South Florida. So my grandmother owned a house already. It was like, the summer house. Cause again, I'm originally from New York, like I said. So we all came down and my uncle was like, let's take her to like the races. And I remember going to like the races down in Miami and like just smelling the burning of rubber and like that it just that adrenaline just rushing through you and I was like, I want to do that one day. I want to be a racer. Like I want to be a racer. Like, yeah. But obviously life took me other ways. But I'm a racer in other aspects of my own life, but oh, but I would have loved to be a professional drifter or something of that sort because again, another thing that I love and I would that's on my bucket list that I have had yet to do yet and I want to learn and get on there and do before I go out of this world.
So real quick, not to cut you off, but what you just said about wanting to learn how to drift and like learning that. So it might take a while, no, but eventually the goal I have for everything, like once it all comes together, it's gonna take like I said, it's gonna take a while, but I want to build a home for the car seat. Um it uh it uh it'll entail a jack strip, a drift pad, like cabins you can stay at. It'll have like spots to store your car at, like a car garage. And then we can come out, do weekly races on the dry strip, weekly events on the drift pad. And then if you want like just like come out and just chill at the resort over the weekend, we got spots you can stay at on the resort. That's something I'm working on, like getting. I did talk to some people, that's around people who have the money to do it. They did say the upkeep is the biggest problem of that whole project.
Yeah.
But he did tell me it's not impossible. He just
Yep.
told me I had to
100%.
he told me his exact words. He said, "Just find a way to make it reasonable. Find a way to make it make sense." He was like, "And I guarantee if you get the right person, they'll do it."
The right team,
So
the right people, everything falls together.
so I'm working on that behind the scenes. Actually, I'll send it to you once we're done with the podcast,
Yeah,
and
of
then we
course.
see like a visual of like what it is. But I'm trying to get that built for the car scene. Then just get the car scene in a home that would we control the narrative, not people on the outside. We
Of
can control the
course.
narrative. So that's what I want to do. So okay, now back to you, uncle, because it's crazy. Our last guest, her uncle was also the person that like pushed her forward to get in the
Yeah.
car scene. So it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy how we got back to back. Like W's for uncles in the chat because right now, like they putting a lot of people on. So
Oh, yeah, no,
ooh,
100%. Like, my uncle, hey, that's my mom's brother, and I love that man more than anything. His wife, that's all they drive is stick shift. Like, I can go. They live maybe I want to say maybe they run like an hour outside of Daytona, so they live like in the boonies. So
okay,
my uncle has acres and acres, so he has his stick shifts, some of his racing cars, things like that. So I just haven't had a chance just because life, and I'm here,
hmm
has gotten the thing. But I do plan on. I have been in the works talking them getting back out there and hanging out with him for a little bit because life is lifing with all of us, so
I can
you
definitely do it.
so it's just you never promise tomorrow, you know what I mean? So it's just like I gotta kind of try to make do where I can for certain people that I haven't. That's very special in my life still, but life's been lifing. So
He's got. I understood completely. So like I just get that. But I wanna ask, like, what's one thing out of all the years that like you took from him, like being in the car seat?
what I took from him, I took on his go getting attitude. It just we're like how I'm outside right now. Like we're going to a meet. Let's go. Like my uncle's friends. I remember growing up. Yeah, obviously again showing my age. He'd have a beeper and certain codes would go off and I'd be like Theo, where you going? He's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the races. And fortunately I'm too young at that time as a baby to head out there. Yeah, at that time of night because I'm also like that one person that like depending on the time of night children should not be there. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's family friendly, things like that, but where other adults are going to be drinking and it just people sometimes might act stupid and children shouldn't have to see certain things. You know what I mean? So that's
Agreed.
where I get that part from my uncle as well. I have a 3-year-old daughter, so like there'll be times that people will see me with my daughter at meets, but it will only be a day meet. Like I will not take my daughter to a nighttime meet like I'm currently now. Like she's not with me because I will be out past like 12, 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? So it's like that's where I also got that from my uncle. Like because I would beg to like go, and he'd be like, "No, you're too young, and you don't need to know what's going on out there, right there." And then I'm like, "Yeah, now being an adult in the car seat," and then I'm like, like, okay, yeah, I get it, okay."
Most definitely. Especially night meets. Night meets can get crazy real quick.
That's why, yes, between two-stepping, burnouts, anything you can think of, like, yeah.
Yeah, they can get. And
Mm.
the few I've been at in Orlando, you can tell from the start how it's gonna go for the rest of the night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like either
Which ones have you been to so far?
so far I've been to two locals. I don't know if you know of two local. I've
Yeah.
been to two aheads.
Uh-huh. I used to actually work with him for a little bit. So yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've been to two aheads and then I
I love
just
him so
I
much.
just went to a cars and coffee out there recently.
Okay. Okay. I haven't been to a Cars and Coffee in a long while. But no, like logo, like I have his sticker in the back of my car. I support him. Like I love him. That's literally I love him, my little brother. I actually have, if you look at my Instagram, I do have a photo of me and him together when he did he did it was him and the virus events. They did the food truck for the Super Bowl. And
That's crazy.
yeah.
Me and my partner, that was the meet was supposed to be at to get his podcast time that same
Uh,
night.
yeah. I was
Yep.
there. I worked
But
it.
my car was down and I
There.
think Shane car was messed up, so we couldn't make it. Like, but that's crazy. That exact same meet I was supposed to be at to do
Yeah.
his podcast.
Yep. Mm.
Great. You gotta give props to him though. Young, young dude, and he put together some really, really good meets out at
No,
the
it's
young
his
age
meets
is
are always
crazy.
solid. I love his meets.
Yeah,
They're
it's
always
crazy.
entertaining. You'll always see something. Guys, you'll probably see maybe the few same cars because again, some of the same crews like us, things like that. But like you'll always end up seeing like a newer car, something you didn't see before that was there. Like it's always something new too. Like, and I love it.
I gotta go back out to one of his soon. I missed the one I think a couple weeks ago. I missed it,
I
but
think
I
there's one
definitely
coming
gotta
up
go
this
back to one.
weekend. Tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow or Saturday is one.
If it's Saturday, I possibly could make it to one Saturday.
Well,
Um,
I'm not 100% sure, but I have to look at the flyer.
I'll double check. I should just hit him up. I haven't talked to him in a little minute.
Yeah.
So now I wanna. We are talking about the scene for Orlando, right? You grew up in the Miami area, correct? So or that like give us an example of what Orlando did for you, and like what it have gave you.
Orlando now versus
Mhm.
Miami. Peace. That's all I gotta say is peace because, like I said, you know, my uncle was right at certain aspects of his life because I was a young adult in the car scene in Miami, and I was involved in some, things. So having being here is a lot peaceful. It's like peace, of course you've got your BS here and there, but overall, peace has been nothing but peace. Mhm.
Honestly, though, to have that that could be looked at as like underrated, but to have peace and to have the family bond and to be a part of something that's worth being a part of, it's like the perfect combination. It's like the perfect combination because I know what it takes to build and to truly like try to keep together a car group. It's not easy, and to host these car meets, that's also not easy.
Oh. Oh no,
So
and to run them and everything in between. Like I said, I've helped a couple of the hosts on the back ends with the parking, with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I know.
yeah, it's sort of like when you see it and you see how much it takes, and then like you said, you just find peace in all of that. And since you've been a part of all of that, you've been a part of it, like you said, the back end of it, you've been a part of that, just enjoying it. To find peace in that really is what we all look for in a car scene. To be able to just go out, enjoy your car, still be peaceful, no drama, there's love. Anywhere you go, you love, it's love. That's that's my
That's what I love
biggest
because
thing.
I can go to a meet like we're waiting to go tonight. If we go, depending, I don't know at this point. We go, and I know half of the people there already that are in other crews, and I'll, hey, yeah, what's going on? We'll chit chat for a minute to go, and things like that, or even right out to to Chipeos because I also love Chipeos. I'm also a Chipeo person, so yes, to those. Those are
So
cool.
like that's that's just the biggest thing that I would that's the biggest thing I want to capture through the like I don't want the podcast to be just a podcast. I want it to be like eventually I'm gonna start trying to host my own meets. I just want to broadcast that. I want people to come on, as you just said, like express how you feel about it. I want people to be able to see it. So like I want to start capturing car meets, start capturing the car scene, just like start capturing those moments that where people can see it for themselves or like what the car scene
Exactly.
really is and like what really like can be. That's what I'm trying to capture. I'm getting some more equipment soon for it. And once I get my equipment, I'm I'm outside as much as I can be trying to just capture the car scene for everybody to see.
Yeah,
Because I'm not car being in like it's one thing to like enjoy your car and it's another thing to be a part of the car scene, enjoy your car. People enjoy your car, but more importantly, people enjoy you and like and so that get overlooked when you think about the car scene. Everybody sees the car scene and they're thinking about just the car, but it's it's so much more than that. And
my bad.
I'm trying to get that captured the way people can see the car scene for what it really is, not just a car.
I felt that.
That's what
That's
we're
good.
working on.
Mhm. And that's kind of like for me, with my future in this scene is pretty much just being authentically myself, truthfully. Um, I am who I am. I don't, you know what I mean? There is no in between. There is no black and white. It's just black and white right there. There's no gray. It either it is or it's not with me, and that's where for me, my foot stand by is also, like I said, the widow is, and being myself. Like I do know a lot of people at this point, and, you know, even if I get upset or have like something with something, you know what I mean? I have more respect for my name and my dignity and like say yourself, like let's say you threw a car meet and you than someone wanting to anything. You know what I mean? So it's like especially being my age, I've just learned the future is just being peaceful and just keep moving and being authentically me. Like it's just you don't like it? then don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to
Respectful.
say about that. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm just not your cup of tea, I'm just not your cup of tea, my dudes. Like, it is what it is. Like, I can't make people like me. Like, just and if you like me, you like me. You know, like that. You know.
And and respect. We need in general, in life, car scene, anything. You need to be around people like that because one, if I can't be myself around you, I don't need to be around you. If I if I can express myself fully and be comfortable about being who I am around people, I shouldn't be around you. So like we just need that more, like not even in car scene, just in general. Like you need people to just embrace who they are, be who you are. Like if somebody don't like it, they just don't like it. And the
I
same
don't like
thing,
it. That's what it is. Oh,
and that also applies to your car as well. Like you shouldn't build it for people. If they don't like it, it's not their car. It's not their creativity.
exactly.
It's not for 'em.
Yeah.
So I also want to ask now, like taking this taking in this thing, you kind of seen everything. So what's your take on um respect dollar bills?
Which one?
Respect dollar bills.
I don't know much about that, to
So
be honest. So
how can I explain it?
I'm like,
Basically, it's like it, so. Let's just say I have like a what's the like the most like non-car that could be like in a car seat?
well, not going crazy. Oh, like I said, I've had the dropped Ford Focus that a lot of people have wouldn't even think. I I've actually seen a Tesla dropped.
I just
Mm-mm.
seen one like yesterday.
But I'm like, it's a Tesla. I'm trying to like it, but I can't like Teslas. You know, I'm like, "Mm." But like I said, like I said, like Ford cars, definitely you would never see a Ford car and a car meet realistically, you know what I mean? Like so I would like that's why I was like so proud of where I had her back in Miami, before I could even get back into the car scene, she literally died out on me. The tranny went out and everything else. And
Mm.
I was like, yeah, you know, putting more money into this. So let's just go get a new car. Well, literally, and I've been with the mom car for a long time. I've had different models of the HRV, um, even the CRV. I've actually even had the newer model, which I've actually even pre-thought about that myself because I've seen the bunch of the newer CRVs dropped. Oh, that's been beautiful, like beautiful.
I've actually seen a few CRPs drop.
Hmm. Like the newer models.
Interesting.
I'm like, okay, but nothing comes close to right the Type R and that side. So we're like, go back.
So would you say your Type R is your favorite car? Okay, give us your top five dream cars.
My top five dream cars growing up, was growing up was a Mustang was number one because that was my uncle's, car, and the Mustang was number one. Then it was my Hondas. It was a Civic first because I come from New York, where everyone has the drops the '94 Civic, and so the Civic, and then I fell in love with the SIs, and then it was the Type R's, and it's my where I have now where I'm at now, where my HR, HRV. I'm not too keen on like other models like Infinities. I'm not too big on Toyotas. You know, uh, Honda.
So
All
I
the
was gonna,
way. So
I was gonna say, so you're a Honda girl.
yeah,
Okay,
hardly
I can see
Honda
that.
gang.
I can see
Honda
that.
gang.
Not to you though. You can't go wrong with a Honda. You can build a Honda and it'll last. It'll last forever. Honda
That's
can
uh
outlive anything.
yep.
It can really outlive anything. My
Oh,
brother,
especially if you
my
just you know how to get a decent motor and know how to do a motor swap within a day or two, you good. Right back on the streets. You good.
in
I know
fact,
one
my
guy who can
brother
probably
has
do
a
it in 2 days.
what did he have? I forgot
Mhm.
what kind of Honda he had. I think I know it was blue,
Mhm.
and he didn't change the oil on that Honda for like a year and a half. That Honda did. That Honda did not. That Honda would. That Honda did not break not one time. It didn't. It never broke down. Nothing. That Honda would crank up every time.
Oh,
And we asked him.
that's
We was like,
crazy.
"Yes." I like J Dog. Like, what time he did the oil change? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? He was just like,
That is crazy.
bro. He was like, I haven't. I'm like, dog. He has a car for like a year now, bro. He was like, yeah, I know, bro. I said, and no oil change, Jay? He said, nope. And that Honda legit, like that, it cranked up and drove perfectly every time.
Mhm.
That was that was wicked.
Great. A whole Diablo. Mhm. No, no. Listen, I can already tell when I try to push her past her limit, where she starts going, and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, you need an oil change. You know, when you get that hesitation. She's on her way. Juju.
Mm, Too much not bad though, Vaughn. Too much not bad. It's an oil change.
Okay, baby. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that.
Good. So the car meet y'all going to tonight. Where's it at?
It's on East Colonial, somewhere at a Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. It's a virus meet that we're all gonna be going to. So,
Oh,
so that do not
tonight
drag
is
me.
Thursday. So that's crazy. I actually have a podcast set up with a photographer who's going to
Yeah.
the meet tonight.
Okay.
And we were supposed to do his podcast also. And then we was going to record the car meet. Well, I was going to record him doing his photography thing for the car
Yeah.
meet. That's crazy because he sent it to me yesterday. So I was supposed to be at that car meet also
Awesome.
tonight.
That's fine.
But I had the podcast. I was just like, bro, it's crazy. I was like, I have a podcast, but so I can't make it to the meet.
Yeah.
But I thought knowing you was going to the meet, we could do the podcast at the meet,
Yeah, we could have.
and that would be crazy. Damn, I could have did basically like a 2-on-1. I could have did yours first, then I could have went and did the other. That would be crazy.
Yeah, yep. Fine.
Small world.
It really is. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
So trying to think now, like I guess you can speak on it also. You can give like an insight to the newer woman coming in the car scene. How has it been for you being a lady in the car scene?
I got the challenges, just like anything as a woman, to be honest with you. But like I said, just standing my ground for who I am. Like that's you know, being a female in the scene. Only thing best advice I can say with other females: truly be yourself and stand your ground. Honestly, you know, let your like again, my favorite saying, let your yeses be yeses, let your no's be no's. So it's just learning how to compose yourself out there and knowing what, the right times to do certain things. You know what I mean? Address certain things, just composing the whole as a whole, you're a brand in yourself when you're out there. Like as a person. Just not even just as a female, because even you as a male, like you have to be out there, carry yourself as a certain way, just to make you know what I mean, and just make sure you have your dignity. That's it. That's all I have. Okay.
That's true. The standing your ground, I think that's the most important one because not all, no, most females do stand their ground, and I've seen it. So I can't, like I say, I've been in the Jacksonville car scene. in Orlando Park scene, and I've seen men try to push or try to not push is a good word. Try to basically push themselves onto women or try to push them out because they're not getting what they want out of the woman. So that's a good way to put it. And then like you said, also just keep being yourself. One thing we have to do though, we have to stop trying to put labels on females or women in the car scene. If they in the car scene, they in the car scene. That's not label them. That's not try to put this put this narrative to them. No, because if we don't do it to the man, let's not do it to the females.
Exactly.
I don't care how somebody got what they got. None of my business. None of your business. So just if they out there doing what we doing at the same time, and honestly, some men get what I'm gonna say it. Some men they get butthurt because no cap. I've seen some females build some even like engine work. I've seen some females do some good engine work, some
Yep.
clean builds, and I feel like men to get a little
Look,
they get a little
salty.
like
Salty.
yeah, like just a little bit, and then they start wanting to pull out the old da 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 da
Mhm.
da. No, we're not doing that.
Yes.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We just gotta embrace it. Like you just gotta admit some females are better than you at it, or some females just have more creativity
Yep.
than you do. So we have to embrace that for the women in the car scene, and we like
Yep.
give them that
More.
same respect that
Yep.
man get.
Yep. 100%.
So that's really why I advocated for it so much because it should be balanced. I don't want to always go to a car meet and it's nothing but dude stuff. It's no like life to the party. It's just like ego thrown everywhere. And then just like, oh, well, I'm faster, I'm better, I'm louder. No, like most females don't care about that. They'll pull up in the V6, but that thing clean. Like
Yeah.
interior done, the wrap.
Listen, I've met some women who are about my age, maybe a little bit older than me, who have probably gone through similar situations I've gone through in the divorce area, and their cars are now badass. And they're like, listen, you're gonna get there and you're gonna look your car is gonna be your focal point of that like that bloom and that blossom of the ugliness of the storm. They're like, once everything in the they're like, yo, and I'm like, okay, so there is, you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so it's amazing to see and feel the scene and how the scene is at this point now with the women, as again, learning how to standing your ground and just saying it is what it is. Like, yeah, I built this, yeah, I did this so well, and it is what it is. You like it, you like it, you don't. Like, I like it, it's what I wanted.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day, to be honest. That's really because now one thing I will say, I wanna invite you back on the podcast. Um what we do is once we get enough women back on the podcast or we get the schedules worked out properly.
Mhm.
I did it we did it before where we had like a women's podcast where they got to come on and just talk about like what they go through, how they feel. I want to do it again because like I say, I'm trying to do the women's Wednesday and we want to just hear it from the actual woman's mouth and not try to put words or try to speak for them, give them the platform to speak for themselves. So I'm gonna try to set it up real soon and then just try to get some women back on the podcast. And then our partner Shane, I'm 9 times out of 10, he want to be a part of that. So I'm gonna talk to him about when he's free. And then I'll start lining it up when I can set it up and bring
Yeah, let me know.
back on.
I can usually pull it. Like I said, just let me know anytime after 7. I can usually pull anything. I got you. Mhm.
That's a good time also because the hardest part of being or doing a group podcast is time zones and schedules.
Yes.
The the time zone will be killing me. Like actually, I was supposed to have 2 podcasts today. Takes week 3. Supposed to have 3 today, but one was in Arizona.
Wow. Okay.
Then I was supposed to do his at 5:30 in my time, and then yours at 8. But like I said, he in Arizona, so he said 5:30. I'm thinking my 5:30, not his 5. his 5:30 was 8:30, and I'm like, "Oh, no, I can't do that because I already have someone booked for 8 o'clock."
Yeah, for
It so that's the hardest part of getting, like, a group together is it's the time zones, but
yeah.
like I say, Imma run it back for sure for the Our Girls group because I have some people that missed out that wanna be a part of it. So I think tonight, that's what I'm gonna do. Tonight after the podcast, Imma set it up, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, let me know.
I wanna take a quick break. Like, do you have anything you wanna address about anything or, like, any
Oh,
questions?
shit. Give me one moment. Hi. Yeah, doing over here. I'm waiting for Juju because we're supposed to go to Virus. Then I'm telling Juju to come here. Okay. But was my president. Yeah.
But yeah, so about that's what I wanna ask you about. So the GP running now been gone, you said for 5 years?
Yes. Our crew's been we've been running it for 5 years. He should be, don't say him. He's been running it for 5 years.
That's dope. That's a long time to have, like, a successful car group.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And I'm here for it. I love this. Like I said, I love this crew. It's family. It's everything in between. Like, yeah.
So, how did you actually get in the car group?
My best friend is the VP, the female of the females. So I like I said, I was with the I used to help the virus crew. Oh, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Excuse me, sorry, one moment. Oh, this way. Sorry about the cursing, guys. We are trying to park. Trying to park cars here. But I'm sorry, what was the question again?
How did you get in the group?
How did I get into the crew? So Lee, my best friend, when I was working some of the other events, me and her like really like we met at that point and we really hit it off. We're both moms, and she's been nothing but like I said, amazing. And she's like, you love cars the way I love, and you like me and her. She has a Beamer. That's the Beamer is called Baby Vanguard.
That's dope.
So her little Beamer and me be going, we literally up and down, 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 up and down. And she finally asked one day, and she was like, "Listen, did you want to just join the crew?" I was like, "You sure?" She's like, "Yeah." Like, I've talked to so and so, I've talked to this person, I've talked to that person, because I've been hanging around them before. And I was like, "Yeah," everyone's cool with it. And then yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Is she a Pokemon fan?
yes. Literally, her whole car is baby Gengar. Literally everything Gengar. Literally.
You gotta send it to me.
Yes, I got you. You probably maybe follow her. Her name is Gemini on Instagram.
I love to you. I probably do. I really follow
Mm.
everybody. I try to support everybody. That'd be dope. Because actually, when I did have the car group I had, my homeboy Justin,
Yeah.
he had a FRS, and he was
Mm.
gonna do his FRS purple. And he had already had the Gengar. He had already had the Gengar plush for it. But yeah, that 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 engine
Yeah,
did not
sorry.
last. But
Mm. Yeah. Mhm.
so is the VP the one you was talking about driving out to the all? girls meet?
Yeah, usually, yeah. She will most likely be one of my girls. Yeah, I'm with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh
try
yeah.
to. In the meantime, while we try to find a spot for it, I might still just. I have the I have the car group flyer or the car group logo, so I might just
Okay.
try to just make a like a quick little flyer for it and just try to see who will be willing to pop out for it and just
Yep.
do it that way.
Yep.
I am gonna do like a collab merch with that car group.
Yep.
It would be dope to have a shirt that's full of collabs for everybody that came out to it.
Yeah.
So like there's different crews on the back of it. Um,
Yeah.
Actually, I might do that. So yeah, I've been talk with my team tonight. I'm gonna
Yeah.
reach out to her also about that. And I feel like if we start doing that, then like once every car group like gets to a certain point, like just looking back at them shirts, it'd be something to hold on to. Like what we started from to where we are now. So I think that'd be dope. Gotta do my homework on that one. I have to get either the names of it or
Yeah.
but
Hello.
yeah,
I lost. Sorry.
good. Um do you have anything for us? Like I said earlier, you want to just talk about get up your mind or X?
I think I've pretty much said what I can so far.
Because it's two questions I asked at the end of, of the podcast. You kind of answered one earlier, but I'm gonna ask it again, but it's in a different way because I'm pretty sure the answer would be different. So I did see in your bio, you just say you do fitness, you, new cars. So like just all together with each platform, what do you want to accomplish between each platform?
um, Again, just being yourself. That's all I know. Like that's just what I mean. Like the brand I want to bring is just totally be authentically you. You just don't be trying to stop trying to be someone else to just because this person on Instagram got like all this doesn't mean that you can't have it. You have to believe in yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like be yourself, be you. And that's where like I said, I've been part of the crew and all this and things of that sort. And everyone's like authentically seen me. So that's where I was saying. That's where I was saying the branding. Was-
It sounded good though. All right, so before I let you go tonight, the last question that we ask every guest is, and I think I know what your answer will be, but I'm still asking anyways.
yeah,
If you could put a message on the billboard for the car scene, what would it be?
be you. Just be you. Be you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having
your
me.
time tonight. It was an honor. You can go have fun. I'll text you all the other stuff I got to talk to you about, but you go enjoy your night.
I will. Thank you. You have a good
You're
one.
welcome.
Bye.
Have a good one. Right. And I thank everybody else for coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for supporting the podcast, for listening. Again, without the audience, we have no podcast. So just thank y'all. Everybody have a great night. And just remember, if you want to get in the car scene, do it. Well, it's beautiful. It's a good spot. It's a good place. Just stay away from all the negativity. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, just do you. So to everybody watching, to everybody who support the podcast, thank you. Remember, it's your car. It's your store, but this is our community. Thank you. Now, see y'all tomorrow for another podcast.